Hey, Sam here. I'm going to be doing something out of the ordinary for this channel. I'm going to be covering mods. I would like to do more of these in the future, specifically mod lists and reviews. This will be the first one, and there should be more to come. Now today I'm going to be covering Ironman compatible mods, and these mods should run on multiplayer as well, and these are almost all 100% cosmetic, hence it being Ironman compatible. So you should be able to run these in your games with your friends without having to have them download them. However, they won't be able to see the changes. So your empire will look like a random mix of emblems and background. So be aware of that. So let's go on to the first mod. And one of the mods I used day one that I got Stellaris. It's one of my favorite mods. Diverse Rooms by BlackFyre and Leviathan. This is a pretty simple mod. It simply adds around 100 or so rooms to the background of your empire. It adds rooms from all over sci-fi and just generic background rooms. And this really helps your empire feel more customizable and more fitting instead of having the same background for every single empire. Now, it is a bit of a hassle to navigate through all of these rooms as there's tons, and you have to manually click from each one. However, I don't really see any way they could fix that without changing the UI for your accessing of the rooms. And I don't think it's necessarily important that they do that. So overall, fantastic mod, heavily suggest it. It's one of my go-tos. Now, the next mod is Little T's Emblems mod by Little T. And it does require another mod called Flags in the Void by, and I'm going to butcher this name, Condutiarii. That's a unique name. And these two mods work really well together. Essentially combined, they will make your emblems much more unique and more customizable. You'll be able to get an emblem that really represents your empire. You won't have to make concessions and simply pick a symbol that's close enough. It adds a lot of symbols and a lot of backgrounds, and it's nice. I fully suggest both of these mods, but like I said, it's a package deal, so you will need to get both. Now, the next mod we will be looking at is the More Human Clothes mod by Ratzfatz-GER. It's a very good mod, and the reason why I personally suggest this one over all the other Human Clothes mod currently is a lot of the other ones add a lot to the actual build of humans, or they have sci-fi symbols on the clothes. So this one doesn't do any of that. It's a pretty simple mod. Now, if you want sci-fi emblems, there are other mods that fit that, and I would suggest you go to those. However, if you're looking for just spicing up your human builds, I suggest the More Human Clothes mod. It's just, because it's generic, it's good. It makes it so that you can apply whatever meaning you want to these outfits, and it's nice. I prefer it that way. The next mod ties into Little T's and the Flags in the Void, as it does affect your emblems, and that's the 48 Empire Clothes Revival by I'm going to butcher this name, JareeZy. It is a revival, as it says in the title. So it's a new version of an old mod that wasn't working anymore. I'm very glad that they put the work in to bring this back, and it is a exceptional mod. I've always complained about not having enough colors to customize my empires. Simply put, there just aren't enough, and this makes your game much more colorful, and you can use almost any colors you want. So I fully suggest this one. It's very helpful for building a interesting empire, and it's a great mod. And the final mod, and the mod that I probably use the least, however, it does spice up the game a little bit, and it's nice to have. It's a very simple mod. It's called Backgrounds Plus Leaders by EliteCthulhu. This simply adds new pictures behind your leaders. I'm not talking about your room when it comes to your empire. I'm talking about the images behind your scientists and admirals. So this simply adds a bunch of pictures that they can use, and it does make the game more colorful. It's a very simple mod. It's hard to notice sometimes, but it's it's just nice in general. And like the other ones, it is also Ironman compatible. So if you're just looking up to brighten up your game, I would suggest getting this mod as well. And simply put, it works well with the other ones. It matches up, especially with the diverse rooms. It makes your empire feel more diverse and have more environments. So I suggest this one for world building purposes. Now this is the list of my personal favorite Ironman compatible mods. I use almost all of these continuously, and these are all currently working in 2.7. So I suggest using these with your friends. It makes your games much more interesting. If you enjoyed the video and you found this list helpful, please think about subscribing or watching some of my other content, and thank you for your time.